One of the things that Baldy does really well, on top of breaking down the film, is helping us understand sometimes why teams struggled in certain areas. And as we saw, the 49ers defense struggled to contain Kyler Murray and that Cardinals offense that ultimately led a pretty solid comeback victory for them, not so much for the San Francisco 49ers. So what Baldy does is he kind of dives in to try to see where some of the issues were happening. And, you think of a couple plays that they had, there were some big ones, and you kind of look back and like, oh man, that stinks. But take a look right here as Baldy breaks down some of the struggles that the 49ers defense had containing Kyler Murray.
The Cardinals started fast, and the 49ers were asleep at the start. And the Cardinals finished strong, and the 49ers weren't ready. This is the first play of the game. Trey McBride. I mean, he was the leading receiver last year. Nobody covers him. I don't know. Broken assignments right there. Poor communication. 22 yards on the first play. Kyler Murray's been running this play for 6 years against the 49ers. 6 years he's been running this read option like this. He's probably been running it ever since he's been at Allen High School, where he never lost a game in 4 years in Allen, Texas, North Texas. Like, here it is. Like, straight out of the pistol. All right? Somebody's got the back. Nick is all over the back. All right? Somebody's got the quarterback, I think. Supposed to. Simon Football, you put him in the alley, it's just a moving sidewalk. Like, nobody knows how fast Kyler is, honestly. But, I mean, it's ridiculous. All right, here we go. Now, fourth quarter. Here we go. They run the exact same play. Fourth quarter, same play, same result. Here it comes. Kyler Murray into the alley. Like, nobody can, if it was flag football, nobody would rip a flag off him. And then this right here. Like, here you go. It was a hot day. They need 10 more yards to, like, really get in good field goal range. All right, here we go. Like, Nick Bosa's playing out there every snap. He looks gassed. All right, he's diving, leaving his feet. Fred Warner's hurt. I mean, Fred's either cramping, he's hurt, he can't move. He's on the ground. Like, it's just a wake of 49ers as James Conner, like, just pounds the belly of this 49ers defense. Some team wanted it more at the finish and were ready at the start. The Cardinals earned that win. And up in a bunch formation, and the receiver goes across the formation here, and Diamador Lenore runs with him. It's probably man coverage. So you got a stack still up at the top. So here's Travarius Ward and Tig Brown right here in communication. That's important. You got to communicate before the snap, and you got to communicate after the snap. Communication is everything, but it's man coverage. So I don't know what this signal is right here from Tig to Travarius, but this stuff has been happening all season. Like, you can't do this. You can't. This is 3rd and 6. You can't give Kyler this easy completion to Michael Wilson. Like, you just can't do it. Now they're going to look at each other after the play and like, oh man, like this lack of communication in these routes, in these stacks, that's why they're there. In man coverage, can't happen. Execution from the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, Cardinals down 23-13. They line up in high formation. Are they going to stay like that? No. Here comes Elijah Higgins over to the tight end. Kyler backs up. One back option look. All right, here we go. Let's play ball. New right guard, Tristan Colon in there for Hernandez. He pulls. Kyler Murray looks like he's going to run a little quarterback keeper right here, right behind his left guard. Except here's Elijah Higgins selling the run. And then Kyler Murray with the Allen High School floater. Would the ball ever come down to Higgins? And could he get his feet in bounds? Oh, yeah. Both toes in bounds. Cuts the lead to 23-19. You know what Jonathan Gannon says? He says, we're going to go for 2. Higgins comes over. 2 tight ends there. Let's pull the other tight end. Let's get 3 tight ends over. Let's just get a bunch of bodies. And let's pull the right guard. Let's just get a bunch of bodies over here. And now that's what James Conner's looking at. He's looking at Givens and he's looking at Tig Brown. And he puts the head down and bam, power, power, power. He gets the ball across. And just like that, the Cardinals cut the lead to 23-21. All they would need is a field goal for a win. Possibly. Great shape. 2 for 2 from the 2 by the Cardinals.
That one particular part where he's breaking down the zone read and Kyler Murray busting it up for a big gain is like, he's like, this is This is day one stuff, like not only for Kyler and how long he's been running it, but defenses. It's a simple action. Obviously, they understand it's yeah. Kyler's reading the defensive end based on how they crash. If the defensive end crashes, he pulls it. And there's supposed to be replacement defenders that fill, and it's just not happening. You saw some issues with alignment in certain areas, like Trey McBride running open early on. And it's just kind of an unfortunate situation when you see the way it all played out. Like I think the hardest play was that fourth down conversion play. Just a really tough scenario of how that ultimately happened, and you know thinking that you should be able to hold up in that particular situation, and Kyler throws up a prayer and it's caught for a first down, and it's just like, oh boy. I guess that's just what kind of day it was for the 49ers defense. But I know there's a lot of people right now being critical of the defensive coverage, the scheme, and the way the defense is playing. I think, you know, we can all agree that the defense isn't playing like we have been accustomed to them playing, being at that level and standard. Of honestly, it's been such a crazy development over the last couple of years because we got so used to the 49ers defense being the driving factor of the team, right? It was like for the offense, can they just hold on? Can they just score a couple touchdowns here or there and not turn over the football? If the 49ers were doing that, their defense was holding other teams to minimal scores. So it would really just be a bit of a more of the offense just kind of not trying to make mistakes, where now it feels like it's kind of shifted a little bit where the offense is the driving force of the team and the defense is just trying to hold on and trying to limit as many points as they possibly can to just ensure the offense scores more. But unfortunately, just not able to do that. And I think really you look at the second half adjustments, both against the Rams and the Cardinals, and just how these offenses are coming alive in the second half of games. Just feels like a still a small sample size, but if it's enough of a trend to be like, all right, well, you did it once, okay, well now we're doing it twice, and just got to be better in those areas. So you got to tip your cap to the Arizona Cardinals. They took advantage of the opportunities that they had, and they made the 49ers pay, and they stole a win that they shouldn't have had. And now the 49ers are actually below the Cardinals in the rankings because they own the tiebreaker on them in the NFC West division. So big game coming up against the Seattle Seahawks. This is a get back on track game. The Patriots game was just that you had to win that. If you didn't win that game, that it would have signified that okay, this 49ers team is really a bad team if you can't beat the Patriots. Well, they took care of the Patriots, probably not in the fashion that they wanted to, but they still beat them pretty well. You don't take care of the Arizona Cardinals. All right, well, you're going to have a dogfight with Seattle in Seattle on a short week. It's time to really, really play with a sense of urgency because that window's not going to stay open forever and it can close in a hurry. So we'll see how it goes. But you guys let me know what you think about Baldy's breakdown. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.